Have your legs been feeling heavier lately? Maybe it's just a bit harder to get up from a chair or climb a flight of stairs without pausing. You brush it off, thinking it's just age catching up, but what if it's not? What if the foods you eat every day are quietly weakening your muscles and draining your strength? Many people over 50 notice their legs growing less steady or more painful, but they rarely suspect that their kitchen might be to blame. In this video, we're going to uncover the most surprising foods and habits that may be damaging your leg health. And more importantly, I'll share practical changes you can make starting today to stay strong, active, and independent for years to come. If you've ever felt frustrated by this silent decline, you're not alone. Leave a comment and let me know your experience. Even one story can help someone else feel understood. And if you want more honest, helpful health advice made for people just like you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. This could be the turning point your body has been waiting for. Why legs grow weaker after 50? For many people over 50, the first signs are subtle. Your legs feel a little stiffer when you get out of bed. You notice stairs take more effort than they used to. Maybe you used to walk around the block with ease, but now you think twice. These changes feel small at first, almost forgettable. But over time they add up. What's really happening beneath the surface is something few people talk about. As we age, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle. This process happens quietly. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't come with a warning. One day you just realize you can't do what you used to. The name doesn't matter as much as the impact. This slow decline in strength affects your balance, your posture, and eventually your confidence. Suddenly you're avoiding stairs. You're holding onto railings more often. You're not moving less because you're lazy. You're moving less because it's become harder, and somewhere along the way, no one told you why. The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean weakness. Yes, the body changes, but it also responds. Your muscles can grow again. Your circulation can improve. You can feel stable, steady, and strong if you know what to do and what to avoid. The problem is, many people don't know that some of the most common foods and habits can actually speed up this decline. Things you've been told are healthy might be working against you. And because the effects show up slowly, it's easy to miss the connection. If you've been feeling tired in your legs, or you've noticed it takes more effort to stand or walk, I want you to know it's not all in your head. You're not imagining things. And you're definitely not alone. This isn't about blaming yourself. It's about becoming aware of what's really going on so you can take back control. That's what this video is here for. To give you clarity. To show you the patterns hiding in plain sight. And to guide you, step by step, toward feeling stronger in your own body again. Because you deserve more than just getting by. You deserve to move with ease. To walk without fear. To feel like yourself again. And the first step is understanding what's really behind the weakness you've been feeling. Once you see it clearly, you'll be able to do something about it. And that changes everything. 5 common foods that quietly harm your legs. As we get older, the food choices we made without much thought in our youth begin to matter more than ever. Our bodies change, and what once felt harmless can now quietly work against us, especially when it comes to the strength and stability of our legs. What you put on your plate every day plays a bigger role than you might think. Let's look at 5 common foods that many people over 50 still eat regularly, not realizing how they may be slowly weakening their legs. These are the kinds of foods that don't scream danger. They're often comforting, familiar, even convenient. But over time they can drain your energy, increase pain, and reduce your ability to move freely. The first one is sugary desserts. That slice of cake after dinner or the sweet pastry with your morning coffee may feel like a small reward. But sugar doesn't just affect your waistline. It triggers inflammation throughout your body, including the muscles and joints in your legs. Inflammation makes your legs feel stiff, sore, and more prone to injury. On top of that, sugar causes spikes and crashes in your blood sugar. These ups and downs leave your muscles without a steady source of energy. You might feel it as sudden fatigue, a heavy feeling in your thighs, or legs that just don't respond the way they used to. And because sugary foods often replace more nutritious options, your muscles miss out on the protein and minerals they need to stay strong. Next, fried foods. Crispy snacks, fast food, and deep-fried favorites like fries or chicken might be hard to resist, but they come at a high cost. Fried foods are often loaded with unhealthy fats that clog your blood vessels and make it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your leg muscles. When blood flow is reduced, your muscles weaken and recover more slowly. Over time, this poor circulation can make walking feel more tiring and make stairs feel steeper than they used to. You might even notice your legs feel heavier after a greasy meal. That's not just in your head. Your body is struggling to keep up. Processed meats are another quiet threat. Things like bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and deli meats may be quick and easy, but they are packed with sodium and preservatives that strain your body. These additives increase inflammation and can lead to fluid retention, which often shows up as swelling in the legs or ankles. When your legs are swollen, your joints feel stiff and your movements become more limited. On top of that, these meats don't offer the kind of clean protein your muscles truly need. What seems like a quick breakfast or sandwich filler is, over time, wearing down your strength and flexibility. Then there's white bread. It's a staple in many homes, often viewed as harmless. But white bread is made from refined flour, stripped of its natural fiber and nutrients. It digests quickly, causing blood sugar spikes similar to sugary snacks. That roller coaster effect can leave your legs feeling tired or unsteady. It also leads to weight gain, and every extra pound adds pressure on your knees, ankles, and hips. Over time, this extra burden breaks down the very muscles you depend on for balance and movement. Swapping to whole grain options can make a big difference, offering better energy and more support for your muscles. And finally, ultra-processed cheeses. These are the spreads, pre-sliced or flavored cheese products often used for convenience. While they may seem like a tasty addition to your meal, they often contain artificial ingredients and high levels of saturated fat and sodium. This combination promotes inflammation and poor circulation, especially in the legs. They also lack the high-quality protein and minerals found in natural cheeses. When consumed regularly, these processed versions do little to support your bones and muscles, and may actually weaken them. What all of these foods have in common is not just that they're processed or high in sugar or salt. It's that they offer very little in return. They fill you up but don't feed your strength. And when your body is already working harder to stay mobile as you age, that missing support can make a big difference. This isn't about cutting everything out all at once. It's about becoming aware. It's about making small shifts that add up. Swapping the sweet treat for fruit with cinnamon. Choosing baked instead of fried. Replacing processed meats with boiled eggs or grilled chicken. Trying whole grain bread instead of white. Reaching for fresh cheese like cottage or ricotta. Each choice builds up your strength rather than quietly breaking it down. Your legs carry you through life. They help you stay independent, move freely, and live fully. They deserve more than food that slows them down. Start by noticing. Pay attention to how you feel after a meal. Are your legs more swollen? Do they ache more than usual? Your body is giving you clues. Listening to those clues and adjusting what you eat in response is one of the most powerful things you can do as you age. You don't need perfection. You need intention. One better decision at a time. One swap at a time. And the result can be a life that feels stronger, lighter, and more in your control. Because aging with strength is not just possible. It's a choice you get to make starting today. 3 nutritional shifts to rebuild leg strength. Once you've identified the foods that may be slowing you down, the next step is to give your legs the fuel they actually need. Rebuilding strength doesn't require anything extreme. It begins with small, smart nutritional shifts that support your muscles, reduce inflammation, and help you move with greater ease. These 3 shifts are simple enough to begin today, yet powerful enough to make a real difference over time. Whether you've already started to notice weakness, or you simply want to stay strong as you age, these choices can help you move in the right direction. First, focus on foods rich in magnesium and potassium. These 2 minerals are often overlooked, yet they play a huge role in how your muscles function. They help your muscles contract and relax properly. Without them, it's easier to cramp, feel stiff, or get tired faster during movement. You don't need supplements to get them. Nature already provides what you need. Bananas, avocados, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens like spinach are all excellent sources. Just 1 banana a day or a few slices of avocado with lunch can start to shift the way your body feels and performs. Many older adults are unknowingly low in these minerals. As we age, our bodies don't absorb nutrients as efficiently. Add to that a diet lacking in variety, and the result is muscles that feel like they're working harder than they should. By making these minerals part of your daily meals, you're helping your legs stay relaxed, energized, and more responsive. Second, embrace anti-inflammatory whole foods. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest reasons leg muscles weaken with age. It builds slowly and silently. You don't always feel it, but it's there, wearing down your tissues day by day. The good news is you can push back against it with what you eat. Berries, olive oil, turmeric, and oily fish like salmon all have natural compounds that calm inflammation in the body. Try adding blueberries to your breakfast or switching to olive oil for cooking instead of vegetable oil. If you enjoy tea, consider ginger or turmeric tea as a soothing alternative in the evening. These small upgrades may not feel dramatic, but over time they reduce the hidden strain your legs carry. Less inflammation means less pain, more freedom, and a stronger step forward. It's also about removing what stirs inflammation up. That's why this works best when paired with cutting back on processed snacks and fried foods. You're not just avoiding harm. You're giving your body what it needs to heal and grow stronger. The third shift is prioritizing high-quality, lean proteins. Muscle doesn't build itself. Especially after 50, we need more protein to maintain and repair muscle tissue. Without it, your body draws from its reserves, and slowly but surely strength declines. But not all proteins are equal. Fatty, processed meats don't support muscle health. They add stress. What you want are clean, nourishing sources like eggs, beans, lentils, fish, chicken, and occasionally lean cuts of beef. Adding 1 or 2 protein-rich foods to each meal is a great way to begin. An egg in the morning, a scoop of beans in your soup, a piece of grilled fish at dinner. These aren't hard changes. They're thoughtful ones. And they send a clear signal to your body you are feeding your strength. For those who don't eat much meat or prefer plant-based options, don't worry. There are plenty of powerful protein sources from plants. Tofu, quinoa, nuts, seeds, and even peas can play a role in keeping your muscles strong and steady. One helpful way to think about meals is this. Ask yourself, is this plate building me up or breaking me down? If your meal includes something green, something colorful, and something with protein, you're on the right track. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. One better plate at a time. One stronger step at a time. Many people think the damage is already done, that their legs are too weak, or that it's just part of aging they have to accept. But science and experience show something different. With the right nutrition, even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, your body can still respond. Muscles can grow. Stability can return. And energy can rise again. You are not past the point of improvement. You are right at the starting line for something better. And it begins with what's on your plate. The food you eat today is the foundation of the strength you'll feel tomorrow. Choose foods that support your body, not sabotage it. And trust that even the smallest changes, when repeated daily, lead to lasting results. Your legs have carried you through a lot. It's time to return the favor. Feed them well. Give them the support they need. And watch what happens when you do. The 2 healthy vitamins that may be harming you. When it comes to staying healthy after 50, most people try to do the right thing. You start eating better, moving more, and maybe even taking supplements. It feels like the responsible choice. After all, we've been told for years that certain vitamins are essential. That more is better. That supplements are safe. But here's the truth no one talks about enough. Some vitamins, even the ones that seem harmless or helpful, can quietly work against your body if taken in excess. Let's talk about 2 of the most common ones. Vitamin A and vitamin D. Both play important roles in your health. But too much of either can begin to harm your muscles, especially in the legs. And most people don't even realize it. Take vitamin A. It supports vision, immunity, and skin. But in large doses, especially from supplements, it can build up in your body over time. That buildup can cause stiffness, joint pain, and even muscle weakness. You might feel it in your thighs or hips when you get up from a chair. You might notice you're more tired after climbing stairs. And you probably won't connect the dots. Because who would suspect a vitamin? For some people, the signs show up as leg cramps or unexplained fatigue. For others, it feels like a loss of control in their own body. What's happening inside is that excess vitamin A may interfere with how your body uses minerals like calcium and magnesium. And when those minerals fall out of balance, muscles can't function properly. This is especially dangerous for older adults, whose muscles are already more vulnerable. Now let's look at vitamin D. Often praised for bone health and immune support, it's one of the most recommended supplements for seniors. But the danger here is that vitamin D is fat-soluble. That means your body stores the extra instead of flushing it out. And when levels climb too high, problems begin to show. Too much vitamin D can lead to something called calcium overload. That's when your blood ends up carrying more calcium than your tissues can handle. The result is stiffness, cramping, and muscle pain. You might feel it in your calves or lower back. You might start having trouble walking long distances. And like with vitamin A, the effects can be slow and silent. Even more concerning, high doses of vitamin D can strain your kidneys. That makes it harder for your body to balance fluid, which can lead to swelling in your legs and ankles. It's a cycle that quietly chips away at your strength and mobility. It's important to understand this isn't about blaming vitamins. It's about balance. Vitamins A and D are not the enemy. But when taken in high amounts over time, especially without medical guidance, they can do more harm than good. The best approach is to check your levels through a simple blood test before deciding to supplement. If your doctor recommends it, follow their advice closely. And when possible, aim to get these nutrients from real food first. Eggs, leafy greens, fish, and dairy products offer these vitamins in safe, natural amounts. What matters most is awareness. You deserve to feel strong in your own body. You deserve to make choices that protect your legs and your independence. That starts with knowing the full story behind what you're putting in your body. Sometimes, protecting your health isn't about doing more. It's about doing what's right in the right amount, at the right time. And now you know. Have you ever asked yourself why so many people continue eating foods that leave them feeling worse, not better? Even when their legs ache. Even when walking becomes harder. The truth is, we're not just dealing with habits. We're dealing with beliefs. Deep down, many of us have accepted the idea that aging means decline, that pain is just part of the process, that weakness is expected. But what if that's not entirely true? What if the discomfort you feel isn't just aging? What if it's your body asking for help, not giving up? So many people over 50 live with fatigue, swelling, or weakness and assume it's normal. They stop asking questions. They stop looking for answers. But your body is still listening. And it will still respond if you give it the right support. We've been taught to cope instead of to question. To push through instead of to pause and ask why. But that mindset has a cost. It leaves you stuck in patterns that don't serve you. And it robs you of the chance to feel strong again. You don't have to earn the right to feel better. You already deserve it. Not because you've done everything perfectly, but because your body still has potential, and your life still has more to offer. When you start to believe that strength can return, even now, your choices begin to shift. Food becomes fuel, not just comfort. Movement becomes freedom, not just obligation. And healing becomes a journey you're allowed to take, no matter your age. So the next time you sit down for a meal or reach for a snack, ask yourself a different question. Not just what tastes good or what's easy, but what supports the life you still want to live, because the answer to that question changes everything. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. You are right where you need to be to begin again, and that begins with believing you still can. Your legs are more than just muscles and bones. They represent your freedom, your strength, and your ability to live life on your own terms. The foods you eat and the habits you choose each day can either support that freedom or slowly take it away. You've now seen how common foods, even certain vitamins, can quietly drain your energy and weaken your steps. But the good news is you have the power to shift that path. With small, consistent changes, your body can respond, your legs can regain strength, and your days can feel lighter again. If today's message spoke to you, take a moment to reflect. Have you noticed these patterns in your own life? Share your experience in the comments. Someone else may need to hear your story. And if this video helped you, like it, subscribe, and send it to someone you care about. Because better health after 50 is possible. It starts with knowledge. And it continues with the choices we make together,